Yeah, now they're down by 2, and they're still at the side of the board here. Still the...
Well, just as a side note, Lane, if this game is tied, they go into overtime on 4-on-4 for, I believe it is, 5 minutes. And after that, it's a shootout. So the Leafs have their work cut out for them now.
They definitely do. They're down by 2 once again. After closing the gap, they are back down by another goal after last-second trip, but it did not work, unfortunately, as it ended up backfiring for the Leafs. And hopefully the Leafs can try to get something going here in the second, but they don't have a lot of time. They only got 17 minutes, score 2 goals, so they better work quickly. Leafs can't keep it in, unfortunately. Kept out by Chadwick. Chadwick sends it down, shoots it. Big save there by Scotty Cameron. Canadiens have the puck. Shoot it up through center. Into the blue line is McCarthy. McCarthy gets it all the way down into the Leaf zone. Working around is number 41. And big shot there, but doesn't go far. But a quick shot there from the Canadiens trying to get it out the center. Into the center of the ice here. Here comes 41 again. Shoots it deep into the Canadian zone. On the race for it, there are 2 players. Looks like the Canadiens are going to win that race by number 4, Bert Levine. And the Leafs try to make a turnover here, but unable to capitalize on it. It was Mayer there. And here the Canadiens come. 3-on-2 chance. Here comes McEwen. Oh, he's offside.
Looks like both teams have gone offside just in, as they were about to unleash a shot.
Yeah, big chance for the Leafs there, but unable to put that one home there.
Well, I'm sure the Leafs are going to have to press, probably bring their defensemen up a little bit more, hold the blue line, and pinch a little bit longer in order to keep the puck into the zone.
Well, yeah, you only have 15. You don't have another period. You have to score. You have to score now. So a little bit of interference there on McNichol. McNichol trying to center. He gets taken down hard into the boards. No call there. Shot on. McNichol will try to get back up to it and get to it. Leafs still have the puck in the offensive zone. They shoot, but Cameron makes the save. And we got a little bit of pushing and shoving here between 2 players.
Yeah, temperatures run a little high in these finals. Everybody wants to win. Looks like the referee are giving them offsetting penalties, probably for unsportsmanlike.
I heard if you fight, it's a 15-game suspension.
Yeah. The league doesn't put up with fighting at all, and the referees will give them a 5 or a 10-minute misconduct, and they go before a review board.
Wow. So you heard it here first. You definitely won't see any big fights in the BOHC. Not unless you want to sit at home for a few weeks.
That's quite true. And the board decides they go before the disciplinary.
However, it is the last game, so you're sitting at home anyway.
Yeah, what do you got to lose, right?
I still don't. You never know, but you still got to play with. You might have to play with the guy next year, so you might not want to cause a fight. He might be on your team next year. Big chance for the Leafs there. Cameron makes a big blocker save. So here, picking up the puck, there's the Canadiens. Here comes Anashkovich. Anashkovich trying to get it into the zone. Canadiens have the puck. They'll get it up to center. Turnover for the Leafs. Big chance for McNichol. Gets the rebound. McNichol still has it for the Leafs. He's got the only goal for the Leafs so far. Round back. Leafs trying to make a play for it. There's Naiman. Naiman trying to send it around. Leafs trying to keep it in, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it this time. And here comes Flom. Flom drops it off here for McNichol. McNichol gets it up for Flom, the captain. He gets the puck taken off of him. Leafs are definitely running out of time, so they need to get a goal quickly. With only 14 minutes left to go here in the second and final period of this game, barring any overtime. So Canadiens could try to ice this game with one more goal. It's not going to be an offside.
There we go. Once again, an offside for the Leafs. Once again, they had the opportunity but didn't take advantage of it.
No, unfortunately, Leafs have had trouble in this game really getting an advantage here. The Canadiens have done a good job just kind of keeping them to the outside and not really giving them anything to work with.
That's quite true, Lane. That's quite true. They managed to get it into the zone, but then the Canadiens' defense.
Big save by Cameron.
There we go. Toss it back out again. And that'll probably be the Canadian strategy. Up 2 goals is not let them into the zone at all.
And here come the Leafs once again, trying to put some pressure of offense together, but bad pass by Flom gets sent back down off of a turnover there. And on the race forward is Chadwick. So Chadwick has a man on top of him. He's got to make a play around the rim there. To the far side there, picked up by number 5, Gaudreau. Gaudreau sends it all the way down and deep into the zone. And Chadwick will have to start back from his own end and try to break out once again. Tries to get it up for Flom. Flom trying to make a play for it there. Gets sent all the way back down once again, and number 41 will have to pick it up for the Leafs. So the Leafs have 12 minutes and 59 seconds to find 2 goals on the scoreboard here. They want to try to win this Gold Division Championship here, but the Canadiens, like you said, Bob, are just playing shoot it down and keep you out.
That's right, Lane. You can't score from their zone, so
well, you can, but it's not easy.
Yeah, that's true. The Canadiens just want to clear it past their blue line and get it out of the zone and make the Leafs work.
Big chance. Goes off a body in front. That was a kick by Dale McEwen. And here comes the Leafs, 2-on-2, trying to create some sort of offense. Big hit there, no call. At least got to be careful they don't get called for that one. That was a big hit from Naiman there. They're kind of letting him play right now, but game's getting kind of chippy here for the Gold Division. And here come the Leafs trying to break in once again, but Canadiens, a lot of pressure, a lot of support here. There's 5 Canadiens back here. And here they come up the ice. They're going to try to go for a skate here. Bit of a pass into center ice, intercepted by the Leafs, but the Canadiens quickly get it back and send it down deep again. And Askovic will start from behind their own net, and Askovic gets it up for McNichol, and McNichol will work it up for his partner there, who is Finley. Finley trying to keep it on side here. Leafs do enter on side here. Finley can't control the pass, and the Canadiens will get it out and get it down deep again. No icing on the play, so Askovic has to work for it. And Askovic gets it up, trying to find Bethal, but Bethal couldn't control the pass. Canadiens are offside, and the play will stop at 11:14 left to go. You're watching Burlington Old Timers Hockey Gold Division with Lane Dashko and Bob Smith on your TV Halton.
Well, this game has certainly proven the Canadiens have taken great advantage of the opportunities that they have. The Leafs are into their zone a lot, but it sure looks obvious that the strategy of the Canadiens right now, let's just clear the zone and let's let the Leafs try and get back in again.
11-12 left to go. Still, the Leafs are down by 2. They definitely have to get the next goal, but they have to score twice in a row. The Leafs can't afford to let the puck go bend their back of the net. And I think that goal at the end of the first period, even though the defenseman tried to make the right play, I think that might be the key moment of this game. The Leafs were starting to make a comeback, and then just that tripping call at the end where he eventually, whether he kicked it in or not, ended up maybe the difference maker here tonight. But Askovic doing a good job trying to get on his horse there and get back to get that puck. So Canadiens just continuing to dump it down and kill time here, but the Leafs trying to put some sort of pressure here.
You're right, Lane. Time is the enemy of the Leafs right about now.
He's offside again.
Well, what we got? We got about 10 minutes left in the game, and a lot of pressure is going to have to come from the Leafs to dump it in.
Yeah, a lot of pressure coming from the Leafs here. 10:21 left to go here. Face-off won by the Leafs. They get it in there, but McNichol can't work it out. And McNichol might be the one player the Leafs have to rely on. He's been the kind of the driver of the offense today, so he might be the player they have to feed the puck to a little bit more.
Well, he seems to be all over the ice, and yes, he's making some. He's had his chances, and they can just get it to him.
There's a trip there, but no call.
Yeah,
they're letting them play.
They're letting them play, you know, with 9 minutes left in the game.
There's been no penalties here today. So aside from the offsetting minors. Yeah. 10 all the way down. Canadiens will pick it up. Eric McCarthy now. McCarthy will send it to his teammate there. Nice pass off the boards and nice little play here by Gaudreau. Get it deep into the Leaf zone. On the race for it there is number 12, Trumbull. Trumbull works it down low. Leafs trying to get the puck back and get it out of the zone, and Canadiens will have to reset here, but a little bit of an interception by the Leafs. And this might be the chance the Leafs need. Naiman shoots. Cameron makes the save.
Whoa.
Trying to find the rebound, but can't find it.
Nobody in front of the net.
And Leafs, fortunately, can't keep it in, but Canadiens are coming back the other way. Here comes Logan. Logan, he gets taken off the puck. Feed it up to number 2. That's your chance. McNichol. McNichol's heavily guarded now. And a stretch pass there intercepted by Flom. Leafs have to pressure now. They have to. They running out of time with 8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Canadiens now just trying to play keep away with the puck. They do a good job there, just kind of playing a little bit of keep away. Even if it's to kill 5 seconds, it might be enough. I'll get it all the way down. No icing on the play. Number 41 back on the race for the Leafs. The curse of first might be living on here for the Leafs here in the gold division. And Jeff Flom trying to pass it up through center. He's offside again.
That's unfortunate. They're not looking around to see who's either on either side of them, and obviously they go offside and miss probably a very good chance or a shot on Scotty and force Scotty to make a great save.
Yeah, Scott Cameron's been the difference maker so far.
Yeah.
Him and Darryl Hurst, who has 2 goals in this game, have been the 2 difference makers here. Darryl Hurst probably in motion for player of the game at this point, unless something changes. But I would say right now, if it was my vote, I would have it on Dale Hurst, who scored the first goal and the game-winning goal at this very moment. Shot on. Oh, a rebound chance there for Flom, but he couldn't find it on the stick. And here come the Canadiens again. Big hit there. No play, no call. At least can't take advantage of them. Canadiens, unfortunately, tripping on his own feet there, and at least can't take advantage of that play. Those are the kind of plays you want to take advantage of with a man.
Yeah, they don't come around too often, but the Leafs certainly are getting their chances right now with Alan Meyer.
Big shot there. Leafs in front. Oh. Can't go lap, but I can't do anything with that play, and 7 minutes left to go in the second. But here come the Canadiens trying to put the game away. Big shot. It goes wide from Dale McEwen there. And Leafs come all the way down here.
Time is certainly running short for the Leafs right about now, and they're going to have to press a little bit more.
Here come the Canadiens. They could try to definitely put this game away with one more if they can get it. Behind the net, in front, shooting on net. Leafs have to get it in the corner, have to get it out quickly. Only got 6 minutes left to go. They might have to pull the goalie soon. Here comes Chadwick.
I would think somewhere around the 3-minute mark they might pull their goalie because they're down 2 goals, Lane.
There you have it. So check for the 3-minute mark, and you might be seeing Charles Sino leave the game a little early tonight. But at least still can work around. They can get one now. They can leave their goalie in a bit longer. A good shot there. Even a good tip there, but good job by Scotty Cameron to manage to track that one all the way in.
Yeah, Scotty's got some good eyes tonight, and he's making sure there's no rebounds, which would be nice if the Leafs could find one.
Yeah, Leafs get a late chance here with 5:58 left to go, but nice save by Scott Cameron. Face-off coming to the right here in the offensive zone. Leafs do win the face-off. Are they able to capitalize on it? Down low, shot goes into the corner. Canadiens on the race to it first. It's kept in. No, the Leafs can't keep it in there. 41, unfortunately, not able to keep it in there. So here comes Chadwick as he dumps it into the offensive zone, and the Leafs will be on the race for it. Canadiens have to be careful as Leafs are putting some pressure on, but the Canadiens should be able to get it out pretty easily, and they do, to get to neutral ice, and the Leafs are offside. So 5 minutes left to go here in the game. Canadiens up by 2, with time as their friend right now, getting it deep into the zone for Dolny. Dolny working around with it, trying to work it down low. Leafs are trying everything and anything right now, but the Canadiens doing a good job just trumping the puck down deep and keeping the Leafs in their own zone right now. 41 works it up, trying to get it past for Naiman. Up for Gibson. Down shot, down low for Naiman. Naiman shoots it on. Cameron makes a save. Oh, pulls a tire there. Gibson, unfortunately, trips on his own feet there, unfortunately, not able to capitalize on the play there. And Askovich tries to work it up. He's trying to get it into the corner, trying to set up someone in the bumper here. And the puck goes out of play with 4:23 remaining here in the second and final period.
Well, the Leafs may shorten their bench a bit to get their best players out there with only 4 minutes left and 2 goals down. But this is the championship game, so not sure how their captain is going to handle the next 4 minutes.
I believe if the Leafs win this faceoff, the goalies might come. I think he's coming out if the Leafs win this faceoff.
Well, it appears to be. Here he comes.
He's coming.
It may be a bit too early.
Leafs call a timeout, actually.
Well, they're allowed a 30-second timeout.
1 minute.
1 minute, is that what it is?
1 minute in the championship game. You're barely allowed one in a game.
Well, they're all skating over to the bench right now, either for a drink of water or a confab on how they're going to handle the next 4 minutes. I would tend to think that the Canadiens just want to dump it out past the blue line, and the Leafs probably want to dump it in and chase into the corner, send their speedsters into their corner to get it out into the center of the net, have somebody in the middle of the net, and hopefully we can get a rebound. Or so they're not out of the woods yet. The Canadiens.
But it's not looking good.
But it's not looking good, right? With 4:22 left.
But at least they're not going to pull the goalie. I thought they might, but
it's a little too early. If they score within the next minute or so, changes the complexion.
Yeah, we'll see if the Leafs can capitalize here on the face-off here. Face-off is won. Sent all the way down. That doesn't help at all. It's going to be a quick icing.
Well, it kills 5 or 6 seconds, which can be an eternity towards the end of a game.
Yep, 4:16 now remaining here in the Gold Division final for the Burlington Old Timers Hockey Club. The Leafs, who were the first team, the best team all season long with a 24-14-7 record, 132 goals scored, 96 goals allowed, plus 36 to the Canadiens, who were minus 21 in the goal differential, finished 4th in the division. Might be having a major upset here against the Leafs today as they send it all the way down again. And there's going to be an icing on the play.
So it is obvious what the Canadiens are doing. They're just kind of icing the puck and getting it out of the zone. I don't think they particularly want it to be called icing. But unfortunately, that puck just rolled down there, and we're right back into the defensive zone again.
The only thing you got to be careful is you can keep icing the puck all you want, but you're going to get some tired legs out there.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
If the Leafs can change the lines, and you can't.
Oh,
big chance in front. This might also be another icing unless it hits the goalie. No icing. Not sure why not. It didn't hit any sticks on the way down.
Didn't appear to be, Lane.
Oh, there's a trip.
Oh, there's a penalty.
And that might do it for the Leafs' hope right there. As they take a 2-minute penalty with 3:35 left to go.
That's unfortunate. That's Alan Meyer. Alan is one of their better centermen. He often gets the draws back.
And They've been letting them play most of the game, but that one, I think you can't argue that one.
Absolutely not. It was as plain as day. That was a trip.
That was a trip, all right. But unfortunately for the Leafs, that might be their season on the line. That might have done it.
You're right. With 3:35 left and a 2-minute penalty for tripping, it's pretty tough to get 2 goals back when you're down a man.
I don't even know if you can pull that. You probably can't even pull the goalie at this point, but you might have to. But hold on. Canadiens are getting a penalty too.
Yeah, I don't know what the other penalty is for.
So we have 2 guys in the box here. At least going to get an advantage.
Well, it's there's appear to be offsetting penalties. I don't know whether they're going with 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 on this one.
So the Leafs might have caught a break here.
Well, the Leafs have 5 players out there, so it's going to be looks like a 5-on-5 with just offsetting penalties.
Wow, at least they got lucky there.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be, but in my opinion, I don't even know what the Canadiens could have done to taking the penalty there. But
no, I have no idea. It was a bit of a surprise. It was obvious.
Tried to hear what they were saying over there, but I'm not sure what the penalty was for.
It's their captain that got the penalty, but they haven't. I didn't understand. I didn't get that.
No, I can't hear that. I'm trying to hear what they're saying, but unfortunately, couldn't hear what the speaker system is saying there. But nonetheless, the Leafs catch what I would say is a game-breaking save right here, because they could have been on the penalty kill, but now are going to be able to keep 5 guys on this. But there seems to be a lot of confusion going on right now.
Yeah, it was 5-on-5. The Canadiens have 5 players out, and and is there 4 players for 5 players for the Leafs, and it looks 5 players for the Canadiens. So it's just offsetting penalties.
Not sure what the confusion is, but the refs talking to the penalty box here. But nonetheless, 5-on-5 with offsetting penalties. 5-on-5 offsetting penalties here, and Leafs catch a break on what should have been maybe a game-ending penalty call, but now Leafs still have some hope, but they might have to pull that goalie soon if they want to try to get back in this, because the time is unfortunately the enemy of the Leafs right now. And there's going to be an icing on the play with 3:17 left to go here in the Gold Division Final. The Leafs are trying to be avoided being upset by the Canadiens here, who were 2-1-2 in the playoffs. At least were 4-1 in the playoffs.
Here comes Charlie.
And here we go.
Yeah, the Leafs have pulled their goalie, what we thought, with 3 minutes left. And let's hope they get the face-off.
And it goes all the way down, and it's going to be another icing on the play with 3:10. These 3 minutes are going to go a little bit slower than expected. But
yeah, I think that's what's going to be happening. Whoever gets the draw, a shot on net, or ice the puck.
So 3:10 remaining.
Oh, you've got the draw. Shoot it.
Leafs try to shoot it. 3 minutes left to go. Leafs got to put the work in. Canadiens got to try to avoid taking an icing call. They try to clear, at least keep it in. At least have to put all their effort in now. Long trying to center it. Taken down in this corner. Not sure what happened. I think Flom is.
Yeah, he got hit into the boards lane and went down. But the Leafs are just keeping 1 defenseman back and putting 5 forwards into the zone right about now. Those boards don't give away too easily, so Jeff went in there pretty hard.
You just hope he's all right. Of course, big captain, and we talked about how big these captains are for this team, so you hope Jeff is okay for sure.
I'm sure he just got the wind knocked out of him, but he seems to be getting up and okay.
They're helping him up, and everyone, of course, traditional hockey, everyone stick taps and claps for him, and he should be, hopefully just go to the back, and you'll see like the camaraderie, even though they're not playing on the same team, everyone going over and just giving him a handshake, make sure he's all right. So It's a good brothership here in the Burlington Old Timers Hockey Club, even though you don't like them at the moment, but you like them at the club later.
Well, what happens is that all these players will play with all these other guys next year. We have a change of players. These teams do not stay the same year after year.
That's why you gotta maybe be a bit nicer to some other guys that you might.
Yeah.
Someone you might not like this year, you have to kind of. You might be his line mate next year.
Exactly. So we got 6 players, Lane.
Yeah, 6 on 5. Leafs still trying everything they can to avoid their season to come to an end here. But it's not looking likely here as the Canadiens are just doing a great job of. Leafs haven't really gotten anything on net for a while now, even though they've had the extra man. It'll come all the way out. And here comes McNichol trying to work it down. Leafs trying to get it deep into the zone here. Good play by number 2, McCarthy there. Trying to clear it out. McCarthy gets it out. Leafs turnover. Leafs trying to shoot it on. They can't get the shot on. Bumping into each other. Trip taken down. No call. Shot on. Cameron makes the save. 2 minutes left to go. Canadiens have it. Ship it up. No icing this time. Played up by Bethal. 1 minute 52 seconds. Time definitely. You have to score now. Leafs trying to do anything they can. Pass is missed into the corner. Canadiens are 1 minute and 39 seconds away from becoming gold division champions. Shot on. Cameron somehow makes a save. No, you can't see it. Leafs trying to find the rebound. Shot into the corner. It's going all the way down. As the clock continues to kick down here at Mainway. Leafs trying everything they can, throwing everything but the kitchen sink. It's offside with 1:15 remaining.
Well, there has been occasions, Lane, where a team has scored 2 goals in less than 1 minute, but the Canadiens are doing a great job in clearing the zone.
It's just, I know they say it happens all the time, but it's just funny how you can see a team that finishes 4th in the division, a team who struggled to score, maybe had not the greatest season, but in the playoffs have become a different team. And that's here been the Canadiens there. And the Canadiens are 60 seconds away from becoming champions. Can the Leafs do anything? Can the Leafs stop them somehow? Can the Leafs get maybe one and get a lucky one, get a lucky bounce? The time is running out though, and 48 seconds remaining. Leafs have a shot into the corner, not getting it on net. McCarthy trying to get it out, not cleared. McCarthy now, still trying to clear it. Canadiens finally get it out, all the way down. And he can't even get to it in time. McCarthy, stick tap, and they're gonna call a penalty this time. And that will do it. That's gonna do it for this game as a hooking call to the Leafs. Montreal goes on the power play, and that's gonna do it.
That's right, Lane. Well, Charlie's back in the net all over again, and you're right. Canadiens did a great job of clearing the zone, and whenever the Leafs did get a shot on net, Scotty was up for it and made the stops.
Again, I think it just comes down to, I know he didn't mean to, but on that tripping call at the end of the first period, I think that was the moment of the game right there.
You're quite right.
Because you could tell the Leafs definitely had some good pressure going on, but that seemed to kind of knock the wind out of their sails.
Yeah,
well, a goal like that in at the end of the first period.
Well, it was a tie game in the second period, no goals.
That's right, but unfortunately, not a tie game in the first, as the Canadiens now shoot it into the corner. 10 seconds remaining. The Leafs will still, won't give up till the last whistle, but with 7 seconds remaining, Canadiens will dump it down, and the Canadiens will upset the Leafs in the Burlington Old Timers Gold Division Finals, and they are the Gold Division champions.
Well, they played a great game, especially the second half of the period, where all they did was just dump the puck out and let the Leafs chase it back and bring it back into the zone again and dump it out. So all the credit to the Canadiens for their win tonight. Both goalies played well. Scott Cameron certainly kept them in the game, and congratulations to them.
And a big handshake line here for the Leafs. Big, of course, the handshake line that you see in every league, every age, every recreation game. No matter what happens, you always have the classic handshake, high five. Everyone always gives each other a little bit of respect on their way out of the game. But unfortunately, the Leafs, who had a great season of 24-14-7, a great playoffs, but unfortunately, the curse of first lives on here in the Gold Division Finals. And the team that finishes fourth in the division, the Canadiens, after going 16-20-9, become the Gold Division champions. Bob, it was a pleasure having you on the broadcast. Just want to thank Jacob Moore, our producer, and of course all our cast and crew here that come here, that's volunteered to put the time in here to set up here at Mainway Arena. So as of this final score is going to be 3 for the Canadiens, 1 for Leafs. Thank you for joining us here for the Gold Division champion, the Burlington Old Timers. We'll see you again soon.